2017. It is now 4:30. Can you please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and a moment of silence after? Commissioner Benas, can you read us, please?
I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, thank you on that. Can we have a roll call on our commissioners?
Soto Presley,
Here.
Casperky, Navejas,
Here.
Myrick,
Here.
Hopperidge.
Here. For the record, tonight we have 4 present, 1 absent. Number 3, declaration of conflict of interest. Number 4, communications.
None were received.
Okay, number 5 are minutes from May 2nd, 2017 meeting.
Mr. President, I'd like to make a motion to accept the minutes for the Redevelopment Commission for May 2nd, 2017. I second that.
Okay, we have a motion and a second for the May 2nd, 2017 minutes. Is there any questions, discussions, or additions, corrections on these minutes? Okay, roll call, please.
Soto Presley,
Yes.
Casperky, Navejas,
Yes.
Myrick,
Yes.
Hopperidge.
Yes, motion passes. 4 yes, 1 absent. Okay, number 6 are homebound conditional forgivable loan approval. Looks like there's 6 applicants tonight.
Yes, out of the 6 applicants, we have 3 present, as well as Ms. Torres works until 8 o'clock, so she will not be able to make it today. So we only have 2 applicants that are not present.
Okay, well, we have a busy agenda, so if they just want to come forward with the other 2,
With the
they could
3.
just attend a future meeting.
Okay.
Is that okay,
That's
Commissioner?
fine. Sure.
Welcome, the applicants. Could you come forward?
So may I ask, who do we have in attendance?
Ricardo Pena, sir.
Okay. And Mr. Pena, how did you hear about our program?
Through my realtor,
And may I ask, who's your realtor?
name is Jose Lauro Sanchez.
Yeah, I know Jose. Yeah. Home Connection? No, it's not Home Connection. But anyway, I know Jose. And ma'am, who are you?
Matilde Maxon.
Pardon?
Matilde Maxon,
And how did you hear about our program?
co-worker.
Your coworker. And do we have some additional?
Miriam Suarez.
And how did you hear about our program?
By my realtor,
I'm sorry, who?
by my realtor, Estela Lopez.
Oh, I know. I definitely know Stella Lopez. I'm a realtor as well. Who do we have just come in? And your name, sir? Your name?
Jose Rangel,
Okay. And how did you hear about our program?
about, you know what, I don't speak very well English, but my daughter is coming with me.
Okay.
So
Well, Miriam, can you translate?
Yes. ¿Cómo usted supo del programa de nosotros?
En la compañía donde traté de comprar la casa.
Okay, the company where he bought the house. La compañía de real estate.
Real estate.
Okay. ¿Y cuál es el nombre de la compañía?
Es Macaulay.
Somebody from Macaulay. That's
Yes, that's where he heard about our program.
Cali Real Estate.
Macaulay, yeah.
Está bien.
I don't
Sí.
have any other questions. Anyone else?
Muy bueno.
If there's no other questions.
Felicidades.
The only one that's not present is Jacqueline Costello.
Okay. Okay. Mr. President, I make a motion to approve the homebound conditional forgivable loan approval for the applicants who are here, as well as for Ms. Torres and Ms.
Rangel.
No. How you pronounce our lady's name? Costello, and they come to a future meeting.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second for the homebound conditional forgivable loan approval for the applicants that are present, as well as the other 2 that are not, as long as they attend a future meeting. We have a roll call on that.
Soto Presley,
Yes.
Esperky, Navejas,
Yes.
Myrick,
Yes.
Poppers.
Yes, motion passes. 4 yes, 1 absent.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Love it.
You may be excused if you like. Okay, number 7 is approval of Columbia Avenue property sale.
Commissioners, you may recall that we put the property that we own on Columbia Avenue, that was just north of the Menards property, for sale. We did an RFP, this is a while back. At the time, we had a submission from Menards for expansion purposes. They want to expand their warehouse or outside storage area, and to do that, they need to move their retention area. That's part of the reason they wanted to buy our property. So we're excited that Menards is expanding in that area. We think it's good for the city. Mr. Westland helped put together the details, so I'll have Dave go ahead and talk about the agreement.
The purchase agreement that's in front of you for consideration, the purchase price, the $115,000, is the amount that was requested in the bid. They were the only bidders, is my recollection. They've already deposited their earnest money, which they did with the bid. It's a 180-day due diligence period, and I think that mostly has to do with some engineering work that they want to make sure they're gonna need to get done prior to the closing. I really think you're probably looking at a middle of the fall closing and not end of the year, but sort of is what it is. They were the only bidder, and you know, they want to do that engineering and make sure that that's buttoned up before they close, which isn't, 180 days is not unreasonable.
As a real estate broker, you know, it looks pretty cut and dry to me.
Everything's pretty straightforward in terms of who's paying for what, and it's the standard seller pays for title work, split the closing cost. I mean, it's all very down the line.
Yeah.
And they have their earnest money there as well.
Right, and that's in and deposited, and so we're good to go.
Well, if there's no questions, Mr. President, I make a motion to approve the approval of the Columbia Avenue property sale to Menards.
Second?
Okay, we have a motion and a second for the approval of the Columbia Avenue property sale to Menards. We have a roll call on that.
Soto Presley,
Yes.
Esperky, Navejas,
Yes.
Myrick,
Yes.
Poppers.
Yes. Motion passes. 4 yes, 1 absent.
Thank you, Commissioners.
Okay, what we've all been waiting for, number 8 is the approval of the architect contract for the sports complex.
Mr. President, if I could have you just go to number 9, because I think it makes more sense to do it number 9 first, which is the construction manager. So that's, you have an AIA contract with Madison Construction. You'll remember back a couple of, I don't know if it was 30 or 45 days ago, you actually approved an agreement with Madison where Madison would, at that point, have basically guaranteed a price, and they did all the bidding under that prior agreement for the $17,946,000 price tag. In talking with Madison and others, for strategic reasons, we believe that having Madison act as what's called a construction manager as agent, where actually we bid out, they supervise, and they're going to do the same, it's the same role, although the Redevelopment Commission will be responsible for, and we're going to do it in 4 or 5 packets where we bid out the different phases of the work. It gives us a little bit more control. over the price in terms of the selection of the contractors, going with the lower bid, and things like that. Also, because Madison's role then as construction manager, as agent, is more in the nature of advisory, professional services type of role, we're able to hire them with, and you see their estimate of price, which it coincides exactly with the contract you've previously approved. The one thing I would mention is if you look down at Exhibit A, which is the fourth or fifth to the last item, where it actually has the budget, and in that you'll see the cost of the work total $16,752,000, and then there is a construction manager fee, which is essentially the fee to Madison, but you also have a design fee. Now that's the fee that for item number 8, which is the American Structure Point AIA contract, which is why I wanted to do this one first. So that number of $691,710 coincides with what American Structure Point is going to be doing in terms of the architectural and design work, which they've already. I saw a fairly lengthy presentation last night from Mr. Kennedy and his colleague. And I almost wish he would have should have talked to you about that last night, to bring that drawing back, because it is very impressive what they've already put together. So what I'd like you to do is take number 9 first, and if Phil wants to add anything to number 9, in terms of what Madison's role is and how we're going to do that. Attached to the contract on the page after that is sort of it's kind of our target dates, and it gives you kind of an idea, and Phil can kind of fill in some of those details of what we're looking at in terms of, I know, according to John last night, Kennedy, this will all start this summer, very shortly. So it's pretty exciting. We're going to get a shovel in the ground, and hopefully in 12 to 18 months.
Yeah, I mean, I think the construction schedule calls for somewhere around 14 months. So hopefully if we break ground in June, which right now late June would be the plan, obviously we're opening sometime in 2018, hopefully July, August, somewhere in that range. So nothing has changed since we approved the other contract at the previous meeting. It's the same project, it's just splitting it up into the 2 separate contracts. And yes, we're very excited about this project, and you know, it's finally getting to that point where we're actually going to see activity at the site, which is really what, when you do all this work, that's what you're waiting to see. So we're anxiously awaiting for the groundbreaking.
I don't have any questions. I just want to make a comment. We've used the acronym AIA a couple of times, and we can see what it means, but you know, the public may not know what that means. I just want you to say it's the American Institute of Architects for the record.
Standard form agreement between owner and architect.
Yeah, from the American Institute of Architects.
Right. And then the other one is between owner and construction manager. Very typical agreement for this type of work. So if you're inclined, of course, if there's any questions, we have a representative from Madison and a representative from Structure Point here, but if you have any questions, we'd be happy to, I'll be happy to direct them to the people that can answer them. But if you're ready for a motion, what we need to do, just to clean the record up, is a motion to rescind the prior contract with Madison Construction and adopt this contract, which has been presented today.
Can I just say so moved?
That would be terrific, unless there are questions.
No.
I don't have any questions. So moved.
Second.
Okay. We have a motion and a second. This is for number 9, the approval of the construction contract for the sports complex. If there's no further questions or discussion, roll call, please.
Soto Presley,
Yes.
Espricky, Navejas,
Yes.
Myrick,
Yes.
Ockridge.
Yes, motion passes, 4 yes, 1 absent.
Then we need to go back to number 8.
Yes. Number 8 does make sense, is the approval of the architect contract for the sports complex.
And I guess the only thing I would add, is since we don't have the illustration here, I screw up, not John's. I should have asked him for it yesterday. You'll see on the first page, it talks about what is in, what they're designing, or what they've already designed, which is, and for purposes of Mr. Beershank, he may want to see a copy of this, 119,000 square feet, 6 basketball courts, 2 soccer fields, volleyball courts, elevated running track, batting cages, entry concourse with restrooms and changing rooms, concession area, storage facility, et cetera. So it's amazing. It's absolutely amazing.
We're just approving it. You just need an approval for that, correct?
I'm
Just an
sorry?
approval for
Yeah,
that?
motion to approve
A
that.
Mr. President, I make a motion to approve for the approval of the architect contract for the sports complex.
I second that.
Okay, we have a motion and a second for the approval of the architect contract for the sports complex. Is there any questions or discussion? Okay, roll call.
Soto Presley,
Yes.
Espricky, Navejas,
Yes.
Myrick,
Yes.
Ockridge.
Yes, motion passes, 4 yes, 1 absent. All right, thank you, Attorney Westland. Number 10, determination of compliance with the downtown urban renewal plan for 31 Sibley for an urgent care facility.
Commissioners, we're looking for a motion to table the information that we needed for this particular agenda item. We did not receive in time, so we're looking to push it to the next meeting.
I so move.
Second?
Okay, we have a motion and a second to table number 10, which is the determination of compliance with the downtown urban renewal plan for 31 Sibley for an urgent care facility. We have a roll call on that.
Soto Presley,
Yes.
Espricky, Navejas,
Yes.
Myrick,
Yes.
Ockridge.
Yes, motion passes, 4 yes, 1 absent. Okay, number 11 is a project management contract for demolition and other services at Dowling Park site.
Commissioners, you have in your packet a proposal for engineering services for the demolition of the former FOP building at 7527 Kennedy Avenue. The city is working on a project with a development group that we're very excited about, but we're not there yet to disclose any information on that other than we are ready for the demolition of the old FOP structure that is still on site. And it's not this is not just for the demolition, it's also going to entail some survey work that we need completed for the new group that potentially might be coming in. And we also need some geotechnical information that will be coming in. So today we're just approving, potentially approving a project management agreement with Americo in the amount of $11,640. We do have Steve from Americo is here if you have any questions.
Yes, come forward. Just want to give a little overview.
Yeah, Steve Travis, Americo Engineering. Like Phil was saying, the proposal in front of you is for an pre-demo asbestos inspection. It's also for the design procurement of bids for the demolition project, and then also the management of the demolition project.
Which totals $11,640.
Correct.
President, if no one has any questions, I'd like to make a motion to approve for the project management contract of demolition and any other services at Dowling Park site, formerly the FOP building at 7527 Kennedy Avenue.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second for the project management contract for demolition and other services at the Dowling Park site, which is 7527 Kennedy Avenue. We have roll call, please.
Soto Presley,
Yes.
Tesbricki, Navejas,
Yes.
Myrick,
Yes.
Stockbridge.
Yes, motion passes, 4 yes, 1 absent.
Thank you.
Okay, is number 12, our reports. Mr. Phil Talon is with us tonight. Would you like to add anything?
Sure. Just one item that I wanted to bring up, and June 1st is our annual Realtors Breakfast. I don't know what number this is as far as how many we've done, but this has been an event that we created probably somewhere around 5 or 6 years ago that has been extremely successful. One way of getting out information about what's happening in your city to folks that don't necessarily travel through or to Hammond on a regular basis is to pass that information on to the realtors, because realtors are everywhere, as I'm sure Commissioner Myricks will tell you. So we take this opportunity to invite the realtors to come to Hammond, tell them about different programs that we have, what we currently offer, and that we'll potentially be offering in the future that will not only help them sell real estate, but also give them an idea of why Hammond is a good choice to explain to families that are looking to move to a different location or buy a house or construct a house. So it's coming up June 1st. I'd love it if all the redevelopment commissioners could make it. But other than that, I'll be happy to take any questions you may have.
Thank you, Phil. You're welcome. Alana Miller, would you like to share anything tonight?
Only thing I wanted to mention is that Mrs. Bello did come.
Oh,
She
okay.
had stopped by a train or traffic, but she is present.
Well, we only got a couple of questions for you.
Sure.
How did you hear about our program?
I've known about the program, and actually a friend of mine through work has the very honor privilege of going through the program and owning a beautiful home in Hammond.
And are you
Highly recommended it.
And are you a first-time home buyer?
On my own, yes.
Okay.
Up to 30-something years ago with my ex-husband, yes. But not in my first time in Indiana.
Okay.
I owned a home in Illinois.
Okay. Well, we
I'm very honored and privileged to be able to have this opportunity to own a home here.
Okay. Well, we appreciate that you stayed, to introduce yourself. And as you know, we've already approved it, but we appreciate
Thank
you
you.
staying
Thank
and
you
taking
very
the time
much.
to address us. Thank
It
you.
means a lot to me. Thank you.
Good luck with your
Thanks.
home.
Thank you. Good luck.
All right. Number 13 is our bills.
Mr. President, I'd like to make a motion to pay the register of claims for April 19th, 2017 through May 11th, 2017. Register of claims R54682 through R54787.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second for the register of claims from April 19, 2017 through May 11, 2017. Those are claims R54682 through claim R54787. Is there any questions or discussion on these claims? Okay, roll call, please.
Soto Presley,
Yes.
Tesbricki, Navejas,
Yes.
Myrick,
Yes.
Stockbridge.
Yes, motion passes, 4 yes, 1 absent. Number 14 is new and unfinished business. 15 is public comment. If anybody like to come forward, you can come up and speak now for 3 minutes, please. Okay, public comment closed. Before we adjourn, I'd just like to acknowledge Councilman from the 3rd District, Anthony Higgs. Appreciate you coming out. All right, number 16.
Mr. President, I make a motion to adjourn.
Second?
We have a motion and a second. Can you all signify by aye?
Aye.
Ayes have it. Meeting adjourned.